Hey everyone, I'm IntTuition, but on Black Desert Online, you might remember me as College Tuition. I used to be a pretty casual but active ninja player around 4 to 6 years ago, where I almost exclusively focused on open world PvP. So maybe you might have seen me on Arsha back in the days, but it doesn't matter for this video. Because today I'm going to be playing ranked AOS, and we're going to see how my placement matches go, and whether I'm still any good at all at this class after all this time. Well, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to the very first game now, and not off to a great start because I just now realized my cooldown slots are messed up. But that's okay. My teammates suggest focusing the hash here, which wouldn't be my first choice, but I also haven't played in 4 years, so what do I know, right? And right away, we both super arm in front of each other, but I get the grab. Try to go into a KD, but they just beat right away. Well, we go into some SA trades, and then the Dosa kind of just walks up to me, get block jump, Serpent Ascension for free, and that forces the Wii. Okay. Corsair might have been grabbable here, not 100% sure. Was more focused on the hash since his HP was low. Try for an opportunistic grab here, doesn't work though. They're both super low and they kind of just let us SA trade him to death. Even managed to get the grab on the Corsair to finish it off. And just like that, that was my first ranked AOS round in less than a minute. We do win round 2 as well. We're going to go into round 3. This time, their hash completely stays back, while Dosa and Corsair rushes our warrior. Figured I should probably do something to help out here, and they both start focusing me. Block jump for protection here, I also get a catch on the Corsair. Dosa lets me get Serpent Ascension off, and Corsair V's at half health. Okay. Dosa's still on me, while my teammates are 2v1ing the hash, and I try to go for the Corsair again unless they come out of V. And then my teammates immediately gets a double CC. Try to get some DPS on that, but they both V right away anyway. Okay, so it's just focusing the Corsair and managed to pull them out of a movement skill thanks to the Awakening grab it looks like, so I'll take that. Unprotected Serpent Ascension, but didn't get punished for it anyway, and managed to secure the kill on the Corsair. So Hash is next, kind of forget they had a grab to be honest, but not sure how he missed this. Was too slow to punish it though. Our warrior comes in though, and for some reason, the hash kind of just decides to SA trade us, and he just dies standing. Okay. And I guess the Corsair thought he was doing a 1v1 or something, because it did not look like he was prepared for this grab, and we just very quickly won from there. Okay, and that was my first ranked AOS game. We ended it with a pretty quick and pretty convincing 3-0. Did not really get pressured or punished much for anything really, despite doing just raw, unprotected Serpent Ascension multiple times, so that's nice. And this puts me at 737 elo. Alright, time for game 2. So, round 1 and 2 we both won here, we're just gonna go straight into round 3. And right away, it kind of looks like the Ranger just gets immediately caught off guard or something. I mean, Murderous Intent doesn't CC, but they just get KD'd. Ninja also gets CC trying to PO, so he Vs too. And their Striker Vs here as well. So we should be at a huge advantage here in theory, but of course I do something stupid and thought maybe I could catch the Striker like that. Just immediately get CC'd for it, so I had to V here. Our Sword gets CC too, has to V as well, and then our Dosa with no V also gets caught. But luckily, I was able to get a double KD here just in time, and turn it right around into a win. So, kind of crazy how that could have almost ended in us losing the round right there, but we win this with another 3-0. So, first couple of game here goes by really quickly, but I am now at 770 elo, so game is probably going to start getting harder very soon. Alright, let's move on to game 3, round 1. So, for this match, the enemy team is taking a more passive approach it seems, which makes sense given their comp of a Ranger and a Witch. Do a bit of poking here to see what's going to happen. Don't get anyone with the block jump though. And I'm not really getting a clear shot to CC anyone here. So, okay. I mean, just kind of waiting for an opening. Misclick Vacuum Slash here and just randomly CC the Ranger by complete accident. And I do get punished for that. Our Drak gets CC too, but somehow they just die to that. And their Striker was not paying attention, lets me walk up and get a grab. Our DK is taking care of the Witch, so I just come in and follow up with a KD. Ranger and Striker are back. Ranger gets stiffed, but I also get counter CC'd. He does mess up his combo though, so we're kind of even. Trying to pressure the Ranger here since they're low. And we do get the stiff on the Striker. Grab him out of habit to confirm the CC. Full SA combo, and we secure the kill. And DK also gets a quick CC on the Ranger here as well. And we win round 1. So, was a bit worried for a second there about the Drak dying early, but we managed to turn it around pretty quickly. Round 2. They're playing a bit more aggressively now. Striker goes for me right away, ignoring him to prioritize the Witch or the Ranger though, but they ignore me too and go for my teammates. So, now I have to run back. Ranger lingers their SA a bit too long, I think, and gets KD by Drastic, but no one peels for them. So I just get a free combo, and they have no choice but to V. Trying to go for the Witch now. But our Drak catches them, actually, and they V as well. Ranger comes back out of V, and just catches another CC right away, while their Witch and Striker are both in V, and dies just like that. So, okay. Going for the Witch again, they dodge my grab. And maybe they forgot I have a second one, because they just walk right in front of me and get grabbed for free. Goes into a KD, and Striker doesn't come PO, so Witch is dead here. And now it's just the Striker? Not much he can really do here, I don't think. Even get the block jump grab to finish it off. And another quick round, definitely cleaner than the first one. So we just win round 3 in pretty much the same way, and this is another 3-0 win for us. And with this win, it pushes me into blue rank at 815 elo. So far up until now, I'm just mainly catching people messing up their protection or movement rotations. I'm making a lot of mistakes too myself, but I'm just not really getting punished for it, and no one is really peeling for each other. So nothing too exciting is happening yet, but I can see that things are starting to pick up. And now that we're in blue elo, let's see how things change up. Okay, going into game 4 round 1. And we got an Awakening Witch on our team this time, and no real obvious target on the opposing team. Not entirely sure how to play this. Mystic goes for me straight away, and I try to catch the Tamer off guard. They both go for me in a 2v1 here, and honestly, I'll take that. I mean, I think that's actually better for my team, because I can just stall them forever while they kill the lawn. Sage comes in to help though, and gets the CC on the Tamer. I get a max distance block jump catch on the Mystic, but Long comes in and CCs the Sage. I was not ready to peel here, and they have to V. Witch comes in to help, but they get CC'd as well, actually. I try to apply some pressure to help peel, and luckily I do get the KD on the Mystic. Sage and Witch is back up, and we get the kill on the Mystic here. 3v2 now. Trying to get CC on either the Tamer or the Lawn. But somehow our Sage is dead. We do CC the Tamer for it though. Lawn's on the Witch, but we get the kill on the Tamer anyway and brings it back into 2v1. And now we just gotta catch the Lawn. They try to fly away here. Try to grab here, but didn't realize I had both grabs on cooldown. So that's nice. And Witch just teleports in and gets the CC. Okay, the Sage dying in the 3v2 made it closer than it had to be. We are not entirely sure what happened there, but luckily we recover from it pretty quickly. We also win round 2 pretty quickly, so let's now go into round 3. Okay, this time we're all engaging. Mystic tries to go for me again, and you can see me try to blade spin here actually, but I have no mana for some reason? Like, how does that even work? could have gotten CC'd for that. But, okay. Targeting the Mystic here was my teammate. But our Witch gets CC'd and VC immediately, so that's no good. Trying to help out the Sage now, and Mystic lingers a bit too long, and I do manage to find a grab finally, and force a V. Lon also gets forced to V for some reason. Not sure what happened. But okay, Tamer comes back, but not really finding anything on them. Lon is the lowest HP here though, so I try to target them. They're running away though, and I wasn't comfortable leaving my teammate to deal with the Tamer and Mystic, so I just let him go. Lon jumps in, I try to grab a grab on them, but somehow it grabs the Mystic instead. I mean, I'll take it. And Lon dies in the SA trade anyway, together with the Mystic. But somehow our Witch dies during that? Not entirely sure what happened once again, but it's a 2v1 against the Tamer, and I get a box jump grab right away. But then they're CC capped? And I think our Sage might have accidentally CC'd them, and they just live just like that. I try to chase here, but not getting baited into an enclosed room, obviously. Except our Sage doesn't care and just teleports in and gets the CC. So we do get the win here in the end. And that's another 3-0, but not really the cleanest game. Due to a couple of confusing deaths when we're 3v2ing and comboing, and I don't really see what happened. But that does put me at 853 elo. So now let's go into game 5. We won round 1 pretty convincingly. We're just going to jump into round 2 here. And right away, the first thing I notice is their ninja is just walking. So I try to catch them right away, but they actually grab our Zerker here. BSR Chaos Spree actually catches them at the end of their grab. Almost didn't see that, but I was able to hit an execution, which forces the V. But somehow our Zerker just dies anyways? I don't know what happened here. Ninja saw the V, I instantly get a KD on them again, so at least we're even with a 2v2. But our Sage comes in and help, and they get CC'd. So I try to apply some pressure here to make them back off, but I get CC'd here? I mean, I was in Chaos Spree Super Armor and Ghost Step iframe, but the iframe appears for like 2 frames and I just get CC'd, like the Ghost Step everyone went off. Okay, so I just have to V here for free. And my problem here is I don't really know how Deadeye skills work. So I'm kind of just not sure what to do, just going for some SA trades with our Sage here. Our Sage does get CC'd though, and I try to peel, but I'm too slow and the Sage dies. 1v2 now, and I have to make something happen. And the Sork actually gets CC'd here. I try to dump my damage, but the Sork still has V. I'm super low on HP now, just trying to go for the other heal maybe, I'm thinking. I mean, Deadeye obviously is going to try and deny it, but then I'm like, maybe I can catch the Deadeye right here while they're trying to get the heal? But no, I just miss. Aim assist doesn't work. Just straight up miss the skill, and misclick vacuum slash again, gets me killed. And that's how I lose my first round. I mean, not even really sure what to think of that right now, but at least we completely turned it around in round 3. So we win that, but we're going to go into round 4 actually. Okay, so they're playing kind of slower this round, and I'm just waiting a bit to see what happens. And their ninja just straight up walks up to me and immediately gets KD'd. Not entirely sure what the plan was, but right there, immediately Ninja comes out of V and gets CC'd again and dies. He was not locked in. Our Zerker does get CC'd here though, and Core Drastic Measure does not connect, so he does end up having to V. Also got fit BSR for some reason, not sure what to make of that one. But I'm just thinking like, okay, I mean like we're 3v2, we win by default, so I just have to play defensively. They need to be the ones to make something happen here, not us. But I see our Zerker is CC'd again, try to jump in and peel, at least he does stand up, and I'm thinking we should be good, but no, the Zerker dies apparently. I thought he was getting away. So now it's a 2v2, then I stand still and I get the grab, but they get CC capped? The large AoE from the Succession Sage. Great in large scale, but terrible in AOS, I guess, and that lets the Deadeye live. Well then. So, someone gets the heal here, but it wasn't them. We're still up. And I'm just trying to get something on the Deadeye here, but I think that was actually a misplay, because our Sage gets CC'd 1v1ing the Sork. So, I'm coming into PO, and okay, Sage gets away, but I'm like, alright, I guess I better keep the Sork busy then. And they die to the Deadeye. So now we're losing with just a minute left. And I'm feeling pressure to make anything happen now. Just completely misclicking, jumping. No luck with the block jump. Just trying to land anything on either of them now. And I just can't find any CCs. Try to go for the heal. And don't manage to get the heal here either. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just losing the SA trade. Making a last-ditch effort to get a CC here, but nope. Just over. I still have V even, but it's like, what's even the point with 20 seconds left? If I V, I lose anyway. So I just gave up and let myself die. I mean, if I knew either of the two classes better, maybe I could have done more, but Deadeye is just a new class to me, and I don't know what their opening is. Okay, round 5, and I'm not gonna lie, I already decided to just kill the ninja right off the bat here. Like, no offense to the other ninja or anything, but I mean, ninja is kind of the class where either you're completely locked in, or you're just inting on repeat with no in-between. And clearly, this guy is not having a great time today. He already burned V here. So, I'm just looking for him again. He missed his grab here. Presses an unprotected skill, gets block jumped immediately, and he's dead. Also, the Sork got CC2s trying to peel there, and had to be as well, so, I mean, better start than last game. Alright, going for the Deadeye here, but they do group up with the Sork again, so I'm going to try and be more proactive in CCing this time, unlike the previous round. And do manage to get the Sork here with Drastic Measure. Try to re-CC them with Execution, but grab by accident, and I try to just burst them down immediately here. The Sork gets up, but dies to the SA trade. So I actually got really lucky there. Zerker and Sage are both still alive, so surely we don't lose this now, and we SA trade the Deadeye to death. Phew. That was way closer than it should have been. I mean, so many times we had an advantage, but we just couldn't snowball it into a win. And I'm going to have to actually look into Deadeye's kit someday. But not today. But, okay. A win is a win. And that puts me at 898 elo. So, almost in the 900s already. And now, let's go into Game 6. So, round 1, we kind of just won off HP. Round 2, we ended up losing on HP. And let's go into round 3 now. Okay, starting off, Musa is definitely not a good target. So I'm looking to get a CC on either the Corsair or the Megu here. The Megu does get CC'd by something, but no one notices. And then they just walk in, and I just grabbed them for free. So Corsair couldn't PO, and Megu has to use their V. Okay, so I mean Guardian is behind me here, and they're off chasing our Musa. So I'm just playing with the Guardian, and right here our Musa comes in and gets the Megu, and I just get greedy for the kill, and we get the Megu, but the Guardian dies. And I get CC'd mid-Katana Shower because of Hit Excel, and I lose my V to that. But, okay. Failed to grab the Corsair here, and they end up running below the cliff. I don't think chasing was a good idea because potential fall animation shenanigans. So I'm just kind of pressuring the Musa here. They do come back up though, and I'm trying to grab the Corsair again. And right here, I almost died because of that misclick on the Vacuum Slash. And try for a grab on the Corsair again. They do dodge that though, but I don't realize here that our Musa got CC'd. It's just really bad awareness, and I'm just 1v2ing now because I didn't peel. Do manage to grab the Corsair though. Only problem is the Musa actually is trying to peel me. So I need to go into Corrupted Sword Dance to kill here, but I was too worried that I was gonna get CC'd. But then immediately I managed to catch them again with the drastic measure this time. And that's when I realized the Corsair had V'd this whole time. So now I have to run down the Corsair here, because the Musa is going to stall forever in the 1v1. But with 1 minute left on the clock, the Corsair is just playing it super defensively here. But Awakening Grab pulled them out of their movement. Core Drastic Measure re-CCs, catches both, and then I just straight up fumble. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably wondering why Mach Explosion didn't go off, because I didn't realize I accidentally used it earlier. But I mean, Corrupt Sword Dance, and I just win here. Like, the Musa is CC'd, I don't know why I go for Katana Shower. Like, I misplayed that so badly, I'm just so bad at the game, and I just don't even want to commentate on the rest of this fight anymore. I mean, I just lose on time here, miss the only chance for a comeback. I don't know. I guess that's just what happens when you don't play the game for 4 years. So, we're going to round 4. Alright, well, I try to get a CC on the Megu here, but aha, it was just a clone. So, I'm looking for an opportunity to CC now, and I get baited by another clone. Like, okay, I'm actually just trolling now. Our Guardian is already dead. Try to make a play here, and it's another clone. Like, what? Am I stupid, or how are you supposed to know the difference? I deny the heal at least, and that catches the Musa somehow. Not expecting that, so I kind of went into muscle memory and did the Shadow Stomp combo, which did no damage, and they get away. And while that's happening, our Musa gets run down and dies too. Do manage to get a block jump on the Megu finally, but I tried to do too much on the first CC and missed the timing for the second one, so pretty much just nothing I can do at this point. I mean, V here, kind of pointless. And, I mean, grab the Corsair, but just get CC'd out of it, and nothing I can really do. So, yeah, that's how I lose the first game altogether. Even though I had multiple chances to turn it around. Problem is, I just don't use the new combos instinctively yet, and all the old combos I used to know that I have in muscle memory just aren't good anymore. Like, I mean, on paper, it's still Awakening Ninja, but so much has changed, it's not really the same Awakening Ninja as I used to play 4 years ago. And that's kind of what the problem is right here. Now, Game 7, unfortunately, there just isn't really much to see. So, basically in Game 1, their Nova was just on the back foot the whole time from me and our Musa, and they pretty much died in under 30 seconds. And while that was happening, our Hash solos their Musa too. Their Sork manages to stall for a minute, but then they die as well, so nothing really too exciting. And then, I'm not exactly sure what happened to the Nova. Maybe they DC'd or game crashed or something else, but they were gone round 2. And then they just never came back for round 3. So, I mean, Musa and Sork still tried, but like, the Nova just basically handed us a free win. It was 3v2, pretty much most of it, so. I mean, I got lucky, I guess. You win some, you lose some, but kind of underwhelming for the purposes of a video and placement climb, so. Now I am at 934 elo. Going into game 8 now, we do lose round 1, and we're looking at round 2. And for this one, Wusa is probably my best target here, but I also don't just want to run it down mid. So, kind of just poking a bit here, looking for some openings, and DK tries to fight me, but like, even if I win the 1v1, I mean, my teammate might lose the 2v2, so not really worth it to just fight the DK only. I slowly make my way back to the Wusa, looking for a CC, and I do manage to get a KD here off of Shadow Slash. But both the DK and Musa are on top of things, and they're trying to PO, so I don't really get to do a combo or re-CC. And the Wusa comes in out of nowhere and gets me in my frontal guard. I don't know, I feel like I should have blocked that, but the game disagrees, I guess. So, okay, just playing with my Sage here, and they all decide to disengage. So I was kind of confused what the play here was, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we have our Musa, so we gotta help them out. So we do chase them down, but our Musa's already beat here, it looks like. So just trying to go for the Wusa now, but then it happens again. I was still in the Katana Shower animation, which was supposed to be Super Armor for the whole duration, and Super Armor just ends early because of Hit Excel, and I just get CC'd. Just like that. And I'm dead. Our team kills the Wusa, but our Musa ends up dying in a 2v2, and as a result, we lose on time. At this point, I was getting worried that we're gonna get 0-3 here. So, going to round 3, I try something different. I went back to my trusty core Katana Shower, which used to be my core choice back in the days. And also, they've been kind of pressuring me the past 2 games, so maybe they'll get caught off guard here. Still going for the Wusa first though, so I think that is the correct play, but not really sure how they move actually, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to commit to something here. But our Musa actually does get a CC here though. I rush to help DPS and we force the Wusa to V, but our Musa gets CC'd. But their Musa greets for it, and I get the grab, and we force their Musa to V as well. Okay, so trying to wait for the Musa to come out of V here. And while I was doing this, I didn't realize our Sage was in trouble, and they die. I do get the KD on the Wusa, but I accidentally end my Super Armor and I get caught by the DK instead. So this is really not looking good for us, which means it's time to E-buff. And just like that, Core Katana Shower comes into play with the E-buff damage. DK has to be right away. But it's not over yet though. Our Musa comes in though, and he gets the CC on the Wusa again. Not in a position to follow up, but they didn't need it and gets the kill by himself. So 2v2 now. DK is next, but our Musa gets the CC again. He just doesn't care, and I get to get one hit in, and his damage was enough to take care of the rest. And now it's us two versus the Musa, and I mean, we just have to play it safe here. The Musa has to aggro us if they want to win, and I mean, he tries, but he just gets SH rated by the both of us. So, wow, I mean, I really thought we were about to get 0-3 there, but our Musa just went crazy with the catches at the end, and we bring it back. Okay, it's time for round 4. Going into this one, their Musa is being super aggro for some reason. Not sure what to make of that, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm going for the Wusa again, and they got CC'd by something, but do get the KD to re-CC, but Bladespin down smashes them, which honestly I did not even consider would be a problem here. Still looking for a CC on the Wusa here, do manage to get a grab, so they have to be here. Musa aggros on us by himself, but just waiting for the Wusa to come out. and Shadow Slash does not connect. But Core Katana Shower randomly catches the DK here, but I couldn't go for a re-CC, so they get away. Shadow Slash though randomly catches them again, and this time they are dead for sure. So looking for the Wusa now, they walk right in front of me, and I thought I had an easy grab here, but apparently not. Sage does get the PO though, so I save my V, and we kill the Wusa here at least. And while that was happening, our Musa loses the 1v1. But okay, I mean, still a 2v1, just have to do the same thing we did last round. Musa shouldn't be able to do too much here, they just have to aggro us. And I still have V, but I mean the Sage just gets the CC and we just win this round. Okay, going into round 5 now. Maybe we can get the reverse sweep here. They are playing super passively this time, but I mean, I'll bite. Didn't manage to find the CC on the Wusa, and right away a pretty big misplay on my part. I didn't think the Wusa could teleport behind me, so I get caught in the transition stance frontal guard. Teammates weren't able to PO, so I have to be here. But okay, we do catch the DK though and force the V out of them right away. Wusa just walks in front of me again, and I was like, I better get the grab this time, and good thing I do, or that would have been a crash out moment for sure. Wusa's by himself over here, get the grab, but his teammates are on top of things? And I should have re-CC'd with Shadow Slash, I guess, but went for the SA damage. But we get the kill on the DK instead? I mean, I'll take it. Wusa is somehow still alive, so it's just trying to SA trade him now. And we kill the Musa and Wusa at the same time here. Okay, those were some wild rounds, especially with the Wusa repeatedly living through the CCs, but I mean, I guess the DK and Musa were really on top of things, making sure to PO for their teammate. And so far, this was just 972 elos, and it's already a pretty noticeable difference in difficulty from when we first started, so I assume things are only going to get harder from here. Alright, if we win the next game, we'll make 1k elo, so it's time for game 9. Round 1, I do swap back to core drastic measure right here though. And right out the gate, the hash is already on me? That was fast, but they missed their grab and I counter grabbed them instead. Everyone drops damage here and hash is forced to be. I do stand in it a bit too long here, so I have to get out and E-buff to heal. Hash is back now, coming right towards me. Don't manage to get the grab on them though, and I do avoid getting punished for missing it. So, misclick Vacuum Slash, so that kind of affects my movement, but just trying to chase down the hash here. And they're playing around the stairs, which I'm not really that good at navigating. So I'm kind of just waiting for them to come down, and they do. I kind of get distracted by the music here because I thought we had something, but then we didn't, so back to the hash. Megu gets the punish on their grab fail, and we get the kill here. And so I'm thinking we're in a pretty good spot here in getting an early 3v2 with no V spent. But for some reason our DK starts running away and they get CC'd. And we're too slow to chase and our DK just dies. I'm not entirely sure I understood the play here, to be honest. But we're the ones low on health now, and now it's on us to make something happen. So going for Awakening Dosa is the obvious target here. Block Jump doesn't catch though. Fumble the grab because I move myself out of range. Second grab gets iframe, backing away for a moment so I don't die to SA damage. But I did not expect that the Musa would catch me in the FG here. So that's my fault really, but I do lose V to that. But our Megu does force the V out of the Dosa though, so we're kind of even. I'm trying to find the Dosa again and catch him out of V. That grab was kind of obvious, so it gets iframed. Our Musa is on the other side of the map finding the Musa, I guess, and I figured that's okay. Not getting any CC on the drastic measure, miss another grab here as well. I think I was out of range here, probably. Our Megu does get a CC on the Dosa here though, but they don't re-CC. I should have Ghost Slashed here, that would have gotten in, but I just forgot the skill existed, I guess, and the Dosa lives. And I'm focusing on the Dosa now, but our Meigo got CC'd and they die. Dosa gets overly aggressive, and I do get the grab and convert it into a kill. But now it just comes down to time, and that's a huge issue. Because the Musa has all the advantage here. They can just kite, and I'm forced to try and make something happen, so I'm being as aggressive as possible. But I'm just not really finding anything. They can just be super safe, and I get CC myself here. I mean, there was just no way I can really win that. And the worst part about all of this is if I had just re-CC'd the Dosa, he would have died. Our Mega wouldn't have gotten caught trying to chase, and it would have been completely different from there. Okay, round 2, I swap back to Core Katana Shower again, because I mean, I won was the last game, so maybe it is the play after all. So we go in, and I don't even get to use it, because I just get grabbed by the hash right away. Somehow I forgot he can just do that, so I just inted that right out the gate, but okay, I mean, I'm low, so obviously they're gonna focus me here. So I'm just staying safe while I wait to heal up, not really in a position to make any big plays here. Our DK does come in to try and help though, but I'm just too low to do anything more than just run away. And while doing that, our DK ends up getting themselves CC'd, and I also took more damage, so that kind of ended up not being worth it at all. And I just have to keep kiting and being defensive here. And I'm kind of thinking I can just keep stalling the 1v2 if they keep trying to go for me, and my other two teammates should be able to get something out of that, right? So I'm not really pressed to do anything. But Core Katana Shower does come into play here. Musa doesn't realize it, and I get the re-CC as well, and we do force the hash to be. So, all according to plan so far. And DK is pressuring the Musa, so I help out here as well. Mainly just waiting for the hash to come back. But this whole time, I had no idea what was happening to our Meigo actually. And they just die. Well, we weren't paying attention. Dosa does not expect this block jump grab though, but I'm forced to full combo here if I want to kill, and our DK dies as well while I was doing that. Then I just get caught mid-combo, and the Dosa had V anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. I survived the 1v2, but like, at what cost though? I couldn't apply any pressure the entire game, so they just picked off my teammates. I didn't think I needed to E-buff because I was surviving, but maybe E-buff was the play there. Alright, round 3, and we're down 0-2 again. Our Meigo is locked in now apparently, so let's go I guess. Musa is right out our door out the gate, and that's crazy they were able to get here so fast, but don't think they really accomplished much with that play. And I'm just trying to find a CC here. Musa is just S-blocking though, but I react way too slowly and I don't get a block jump. Teammates do get a CC on the Dosa though, and I come in to help, and Core Katana Shower actually catches the hash too. But I don't notice it, our teammates do, but that wasn't enough damage, so the hash didn't have to V. Somehow the Musa gets caught here as well, and he also Vs? Okay. Dosa is back, so I'm focusing them, and they're going into iframe, so I do lose track of them for a bit, but I'm going back to engage them now. Fishing for a block jump on the Dosa here, but Musa is S-blocking, so I actually catch them instead. Grab for the re-CC, but I'm the one who gets CC'd instead. And yeah, that's just muscle memory again, because that used to be something that works mid-combo. But apparently our teammate does kill the Musa somehow, so I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. Trying to help out with the hash here, but our DK gets caught and dies here, and I didn't really have anything to peel. Hash tries to grab me, I think they missed, and gets punished for it by our Meigo, and they have to be here. Dosa walks up to me, too slow on the grab though, and they dodge that. Hash comes out of V and immediately gets CC by our Meigo again or something. I grabbed them because I wasn't sure, but they're dead here, and they get CC by our Meigo as well. Okay, I mean, our Meigo really did lock in, I guess. Kind of feels like they did all the work this round, to be honest. Not sure if I was even really needed. But okay, we win round 3. Round 4 we won as well with 2 pretty quick early kills from our teammates, so we're gonna go into round 5. Right away, the Musa goes for me, but I'm ignoring them. I'm going for the Dosa or the Hash here. The Hash does not fall for the block jump though. But the Dosa does get CC by our DK here. I help DPS, and they're forced into an early V. Our DK does get CC'd for it though, don't get the PO, and our DK has the V as well. But Dosa just walks right up to me again and lets me grab them, and they're just dead. Okay, well, Hash comes in and instantly gets caught by our teammates, so they have to V2. And should be a huge advantage for us now, I'm thinking. But then the Musa just comes in by himself and gets a CC on our DK, and he dies from half health? Both of us were here and we couldn't peel that in time. Well, Hash is back now, so they're a better target than the Musa. And our Megu gets CC now, and they V instantly. I came in with the Core Katana Shower, but not getting anything. Nothing on the BSR Chaos Spree either. So, Megu is back. I tried to iframe into Core Katana Shower here, but his grab out prioritizes me, and I have to be here instead. Still got the E buff for the heal though. So Musa comes in, SA the Core Katana Shower, and doesn't fall for the block jump. Not getting anything on them, so trying for the Hash again. Slow is the most obvious grab ever, so that misses. And I'm just not really fighting anything. Megu does get a stun, and re-CCs, and that kills. So, just the Musa now. They come in and just instantly get CC'd, so they have to V2. And finally, again, it's like the past few games, they shouldn't be able to do anything here. With less than a minute left, we just have to play it safe. So, just going for SA trades here, and we are pretty clearly out trading him. And they're almost dead here, but we just end up getting the CC anyways. And we do win game 9. Another reverse sweep. And honestly, I'm not sure how much difference I was able to make here. I mean, other than round 1, where there was a very clear opportunity where the fact that I didn't get the CC meant we lost instead of won, I feel like our teammates mainly got most of the CCs in the last few rounds, so GG's to them. Okay, we broke into the 1K bracket. And now, it's time for the final placement game. We're going into Game 10, Round 1. Okay, so not really sure who is the priority target for this game here. Our Dosa seems to be worried about the Striker and the Mystic, and our Deadeye is worried about the censored 4-letter word here, which I'm assuming is supposed to be Kuno, since that's the only class with 4 letters. But not really sure why it's censored though. But anyway, they're on us right out the gate already. And Mystic immediately tries to grab my Katana Shower here, but they miss. And I'm just kind of waiting to see if there's any opening here. And maybe I'm playing a bit too static here, but I do end up getting grabbed for it. But I think they CC cap me, so apparently I tanked this without having to V. E-buff to heal here, and while that's happening, our teammate does force the Mystic to V actually. Should have tried to peel the Striker off our Deadeye though, but I wasn't really paying attention. But Mystic comes back and gets caught immediately and bursted down. I get grabbed out of the Katana Shower though, and this time I do have to V unfortunately. And I think our Dosa burned V2 somehow, so none of us have V anymore, but we're in the 3v2, so I feel like it should still be in a good spot, I'm thinking. Our Deadeye gets the CC on the Striker here, and it looks like they V immediately, but our Dosa gets caught by the Kuno. Really risky Serpent Ascension here, but the Dosa does stand up for it. But then they just die anyway? Not entirely sure what happened, but Striker is back, and I'm kind of afraid to go for any grabs right now, so just trying to see if we can win the SA trade with the Deadeye's damage. I do manage to catch the Kuno here with Core Katana Shower. Full combo here and force the Kuno to V at least. Coming back to help the Deadeye now, avoids the grab attempt, and tries to go for a grab myself, but they avoid it too. And our Deadeye is just doing work with the SA trade here. Striker is super low and running away, but I try to chase a bit, but I'm not entirely confident because in my mind, every time I've seen a striker, they're just like super tanky. So I wasn't sure if we can SA trade him, so I just kind of focused the Kuno here, and maybe that is the wrong call because I'm not really getting anything on the Kuno. And Kuno backs off here, so I'm going to target the striker, and I do get the block jump, but I thought I was in pre-awakening because I used to not take the awakening block jump skill, so every time I block jump, I'm pre-awakening coming out of it, but now I feel like it's the opposite because you always want to be in awakening. So I thought I was clicking Shadow Stomp, but I end up doing Chaos Spree instead. And they don't kill me here though for some reason, so that was pretty lucky because otherwise that would have been a huge throw from me. And not a lot of time left now, so we just kind of chase down the striker here since he's the lowest health. And our Deadeye actually gets the last second kill here, funnily enough, although we would have just won on HP anyway, even if he didn't die. And our Deadeye says to just let them carry, which, I mean, it does kind of feel like Awakening Ninjas are pretty useless if I don't get a CC, because my SA trade damage just feels kind of non-existent, and then if I mess up the only CC I get, then yeah, it means I'm not really contributing anything if that happens. But okay, let's go into round 2. So Striker just walks towards us, and I think that's their E buff, so there's just in full SA the entire time. So not really gonna find any CCs on them for a while. Deadeye does get CC'd here, and they V before I have a chance to do anything. And our Dosa just also gets forced to V immediately here. And this whole time, I'm just not able to find an opening or anything. Deadeye comes back and is immediately ganked, so I try to help. And the Striker does get CC, but I can't really go for any combos now. So they stand up, only losing half their health. So kind of not sure if that was worth, but the Deadeye is fine though, I guess. And I'm kind of just forced to try and survive now, and I completely missed that the Striker got CC by our teammates again. I only just see it here, jump in too late to do anything, and I just get grabbed in transition stance and forced to V instead. So that was not worth it. Coming out of V, Deadeye and Dosa are fighting, so I try to help, but jumps into Striker 100% BSR instead. So yeah. Block jump here to avoid the grab. Trying to trade out the Mystic, and we do at least force a V out of them. Pressuring the Striker now, they get caught by something here. They have to V2. Mystic is back, and our Deadeye is on top of that, and they get the kill. And we would be in a pretty good spot here, but I just straight up throw. I misinput my movement, don't have V, but they CC cap me. My teammates are on top of it, and I live with 1k HP, so I got really lucky there. So now I'm thinking, okay, I just take it easy, recover some HP, don't throw again. So I'm just kind of staying on the outskirt here, trying to avoid damage. And because of that, I once again missed that our Deadeye got CC'd here. Was not in position to peel at all, and they're dead. So now it's 2v2 again, and I go for the Striker, but muscle memory makes me use Illusion of Restraint. It was a good skill in 2020, but nowadays I think there are better options. And our Dosa was able to get the peel here, so they don't get a full combo off, and I live again. But I don't manage to get anything here. Got stiffed by something? Not really sure. No re-CC though, so I just try to recover a bit of health. But that was another mistake, I think, because now our Dosa gets focused and dies. I really have to make something happen here now. So, trying to find an opening here. The Striker gets himself CC'd trying to grab me. So going all in with Unprotected Serpent and Corrupt Sword Dance here, and Kuno does not get the PO, and it just barely kills the Striker. So 1v1 now, and I see Kuno is playing it safe. I tried to engage and I go stealth here, and I got kind of confused. I was thinking maybe this is a stealth play, but then I realized, oh yeah, they just run down the clock and I lose on time. Just completely forgetting how AOS worked. And only after I realized that maybe I could have E-buffed to heal myself. So, kind of a throw there really, and round 3 was just really bad overall, to be perfectly honest. Because right away, it just becomes apparent that Core Katana Shower is a problem. It just makes me play way too stationary and predictable. So that's why, moving on to round 4, I've decided that anytime we're against any grab classes, I'm just not going to Core Katana Shower, and I'm going to Core Drastic Measure instead. So going in now, and immediately right away I somehow miss input here, get CC'd in Frontal Guard instead, but they cap me and I live without having to burn anything, so that's pretty lucky. Striker gets KD here, and I don't have Drastic Measure, but we do force them to V off just the 1 KD anyway. Don't have anything for the Kuno or Mystic here, but that's okay. Kind of just waiting for the Striker to come back. And right here, I think he meant to grab me, maybe? So I tried to iframe away, but Ardosa gets grabbed instead, actually. Tried to PO, but the Mystic gets KD'd. But I'm just too greedy and get grabbed by the Striker here. So that was just a really bad trade. Our Deadeye does get CC'd though, right as I come out of V, and I'm too slow to do anything about it. But Striker gets CC'd and dies, so at least it's a 2v2 now? This is still winnable. Mystic is really low, so prioritizing her, waiting out the iframe, and here is where I wish I knew the game just a little bit better than I do. Because I swear I saw the Twisted Collision into landslide animation, which is why I go for a grab, but it doesn't work. Even though I swear I grabbed people out of this exact situation before, but I think that's because it only works if they land with the landslide, and that wasn't the case here. So I just completely misread the situation and instantly throw the match right here and then. And the worst part is, if I actually had less experience with the class, I think I would have just played it safe and not gone for a grab there at all. But I had just enough experience to know that sometimes there's a situation where it's grabbable, but not enough to know that this situation wasn't one of them. And because of that, that ends my final placement match with a loss, leaving me at 10-10 elo in 10 games. And I think overall, what I realized is that I don't think I actually know how to contribute to a fight on Ninja. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, most of my experience in this game is playing in Arsha, and mostly solo at that. I can survive people focusing me down, and maybe juke out a couple of kills and all, and that's great in open world play, but I don't know who's giving my teammates the biggest headache. I don't know how to peel for them if they get into trouble, and this has honestly kind of always been a problem for me, even dating back to 2019, when I used to play with a couple of friends who mained Awakening Ranger and Striker. It just didn't used to matter as much back then, because it used to be fine as long as we killed everyone eventually. But in AOS, the timer is the difference maker here, and even if I survive, I'm losing by default if my teammate dies. So I think that's going to be the main thing I need to look out for here if I want to climb higher, which is something that I will have to look at in another video. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time.